evolution will not be televised. The revolution is now.
This Black C, we pushing the Bay TV, baby. Yeah.
What would you say that the game lost once he passed?
Well, really, I know us as far as RBL, man. We lost. Really, he was like the ladies' man, like, you know what I mean? Because I was pretty much like the muscle, and like, you know what I mean? I brought the block. Cause Mr. C, you know, he was like, he come from a good, you know, family where they was, you know, going to church, and you know, he pretty much got in the hood through coming up there, meeting me, and hanging out in the studio. Yeah. You know, he pretty much was a good dude. I mean, had steady. I mean, graduated. You know, could have went to college and did all that, but he chose to go and, you know, hang out and, you know, do the music thing with me. But nah, he was like the ladies' man. I was pretty much the hard head out on the block. You know, doing the gang banging and you know, the drug thing back then and the whole nine. And you know, pretty much I brought the muscle, and you know what I mean, he was really much the front man that brought them type of songs like Remind Me and stuff like that, you know what I mean, Bitches on the Ding Dong, you know, he brought that to the group, you know what I mean. So we kind of, when we lost him, that's why you see now it's more like, it's called more like rough and rugged, it's more gangster now that Mr. C gone. It ain't really got that twist where it's like them up-tempo club beats with, you know what I mean, the little female appeal to it, you feel me?
And then what, at that point, what gave you, actually, I'm gonna go, because you just mentioned something about how everything you guys rap about is how you live, and that's a huge thing, I think, especially in 2008, and for anyone watching that's an artist or whatever, is that the idea of keeping it real. I mean, RBL, when I listened to you guys when growing up in the 90s, listening to Ray and all the OGs, I really felt like, okay, this dude's telling me the truth. I never felt that it was manufactured or it was just doing it, like you said, to please the major labels. Can you speak about how you guys did keep it real and make it street, but also party, also about smoking and bullshit and bitches, but also it was really how you guys lived, man?
I mean, that's basically what it was. I mean, that's just, we was just doing us. Like I said, we was just having fun and just mentioning what was going on around us as far as Bammer weed, you know. That was a thing around there. You motherfuckers were like, you got bad weed. They like, man, we don't, that's Bammer, that's bump. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's how that came about. You know what I mean? From sort of like a Psycho to I mean, all the songs we done made, man. From, I mean, the Ruthless shit to the club shit to the female songs. I mean, it was all basically real shit. I mean, we got too many homies behind us. You know, we come from the projects where it's like, you know, we represent for out there standing in the front for like 20, 30, 40 dudes. So it's like, I couldn't go on there playing because too many dudes know me. If I'm on there talking about, yeah, I'm rolling in the Bentley and I'm doing it, they're going to be like, come on, Black, you got the Lark out there. And, you know, you got the 7 Deuce Lark or the 6'6 Lark, or you got the, you know, so I couldn't even play like that. So, you know what I mean? So that's, I mean, I had to keep it real. Just in my environment, they ain't going to let me play like that. You feel me? So if you come up in a, exactly, you know, some of the dudes who kind of come and grow up, you know, somewhere in the houses, they ain't got a crew of friends, probably 3, 4 dudes they grew up with, they probably can like look at the rappers like us and be like, man, we can just go on and just do gangster music, and you know, that's how they would do it. But where I come from, it can't happen like that, you know what I mean? You'll get exposed.
Don't give me no Bammer joint. It's the Black C nigga getting straight to the point. I was chilling outside on a hot day. It was me and my niggas, just check what I say.
I noticed from 2003, which was Last Man Standing, and 2007, City of Gods. You took a 4-year hiatus, a 4-year break. What was going through your mind during those 4 years? I don't even think that anyone realizes you took that much of a break. What went on during those 4 years? Tell people out there, if you can, just what you got, what you were thinking. Was there a plan? Was it because you were pissed off? Was it because you wanted to retire? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, that's basically what it was. I wanted to take a step back. I was, you know, pretty much going back to trying to like, man, I'm finna fall to the back and be more of a CEO and get behind my new seeds that I planted. You know, like the hard heads, military-minded, prime minister. You know, I mean, I had a whole bunch of dudes, young Thug, you know, so, and a few other hard hitters, and you know, a few of them that never really kind of like made it out to get their LPs out. RBL, Black C. That's what I was doing all from that time, from Last Man Standing. After that, you know, we pretty much, the shows started picking up, so I got on the road start doing a lot of shows off the classic stuff, you know, and try to put a lot of my young dudes on. So it was projects dropping. It just wasn't RBL or Black Sea projects, but it was definitely projects with the right way stamp on it.
Was it anything street related as far as like you didn't want to get your face out there?
Oh, nah, it wasn't no street related stuff or none of that. You know, after Mr. C death, man, that stuff was pretty much over with then. It was a little this and that. You probably heard it in the papers, you know, stuff about us, you know, going through with probably Big Block and this and that, but that stuff was small, you know what I mean? That was really like, you know, my little younger brothers and, you know, the young dudes and stuff, man. You know, I'm too old for all that. I raised all them who was tripping with each other, so, you know what I mean? Right now, man, they already know, man. Black always kept it bossed up and, you know what I mean, never involved yourself in nothing like that, man, because we all family pretty much, you know, the dudes from Big Block, that's my cousin. You know what I mean? So, you know, it wasn't nothing like that as far as streets. Frisco, they already know we you know what I mean? Ain't nobody going against the grain, man, over there talking about RBL or Black and them. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing that'll keep us down and make us want to, man. We stayed getting it. We've been eating ever since. So ain't nothing like that as far as block or street stuff. That never involved, you know what I mean, kept the music stagnated. Ever.
Can you talk about Hitman?
As far as Hitman, that was something else too, man. You know, at the time, me and Hitman wasn't even really together when he passed. You know, we was going through a little thing. You know, it's like I said, you know, I keep it bossed up. I be trying to, you know, do my thing, man. I'm trying to make money. I got kids to feed. I got businesses to run. You know, I got bills to pay. So it's like, you know, some dudes just kind of miss the block and they want to go back and think dudes got love for them, and you can get snaked out in the hood. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how tough you is or tough you think or how many dudes you think you got behind you. You can be touched and you'll be touched. You know what I mean? You're out there slipping around the wrong dudes. So that's what happened, man. You know, he's my little brother, but at the time, you know, he didn't want to listen. You know, he was going through his thing where he wanted to, you know, he had his own vision of how he wanted to do his album and how he wanted to go about doing things. He had his own little crew, which, you know, I accepted and it was cool, but, you know, me, I'm on something else where it's like, I don't need that type of, you know, negative, you know, karma coming around me. You know what I mean? Young dudes who still over there don't know how to listen. So,
what type of music would you consider RBL? I mean, not necessarily just the old stuff. That was mob, you know, to me. But what do you consider now your new stuff, your more recent shit? And also, what are your thoughts about the Hyphy movement as far as, I know you're not Hyphy because I've listened to even City of Gods. You have a few things of hint of Hyphy.
Like your birthday is like, I say, well, like, it's a hint of Hyphy. That's about the only dabble, and that's just the beat. You know what I mean?
I think the reason people
is in it. That's about it, man. I can't, you know, Hyphy is cool, man. You know what I mean? It's cool. That's the youngsters thing. I look at it like, you like how they got the teeny bop music. You know, everybody got their eras and stuff. Like at one time we was listening to only BDPs and stuff like that from the East Coast. Big Daddy Kane. You know, we was, you know, and then it kind of graduated to NWA. So you had your little era. So you know, I'm happy for that. The Bay got Hyphy. You know, and we got the, but you know, long as they kind of respect the mob and the gangster stuff that came before, and it ain't like, you know, oh, that's washed up, but we don't know. You know, they got to know about their history and stuff too. You know what I mean? But they don't, and that's the problem, and that's why the music is kind of goofy and kind of, you know, stupid. Because if they was to listen to a few of the OGs, man, we'd be able to direct that Hyphy. Like when a few of them got with 40 showed them how to do it. You got dudes like Nelly trying to show him how to do it, and he from a whole nother state. And it's like he got a hit on the radio, sounding like a Hyphy beat and the whole. So it's like, you know, that's the only thing that makes it stupid when the young dudes just think they just start following each other and following Mac Dre and thinking they got the little Mac Dre stuff, Mac Dre flow, and they start looking goofy and stuff. And Mac Dre really had that like that pizzazz, that swag, like where you be in there. He, you know, he had us all, man, at Fresno with shows, man. I love that dude to death, man. He had you in there acting stupid, you know what I mean? But these dudes make you just look at it like, you know, bah, humbug, like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's like, step it up, man. Come on, man.